Hi everybody, welcome to TechGrowthStocks channel. Today I present you a new episode. Specifically, I will give you 4 best operating margin stocks. So this is the second video in 2021, and these are excellent margin stocks with very strong momentum and very strong growth characteristics. So I think these are definitely stocks for the year 2021 and for strong future price increases. So before I start right off with the first stock, I have to make a short disclaimer. This video does not constitute financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only, so please consider that. And one more quick note, please subscribe to my channel below with the link so that going forward you do not miss any market leading stocks from me. So please subscribe now. Okay, everybody, so that was it for the intro. So let's start right off with the first best operating margin stock. And as you can see it in the chart, it is ZM, Zoom Video Communications. Here you can see the longer term chart of Zoom Video Communications. And as you can see, Zoom Video was an IPO in April 2019. After its IPO, it built a nice IPO base here, and it could break out of that IPO base in March 2020 and form a nice and very strong uptrend. And in the short-term chart here, you see a nice, very strong uptrend. And you can see as well, since around September 2019, September 2020, we have been consolidating in Zoom Video. And yeah, recently we made a new low, or December 31, we made a new low, and I think now we are at the bottom of this consolidation phase, or we could be at the bottom of that consolidation phase. So I think soon there could be an excellent entry point. And if we shake out a little bit further, because some guys would have their stops here below that low, we have a new shakeout and then a reverse. I think that could be an excellent entry point for Zoom Video Communications. Zoom Video Communications growth characteristics are excellent. The EPS growth is very strong with 5,050%. The sales growth is also very strong with 361%. And the relative strength rating is excellent as well with 98. And Zoom Video is in a hot sector in the communication services space, which has been a very strong sector. And the operating margin is good as well with 27%. So I think Zoom Video is definitely a best operating margin stock. And moreover, guys and girls, I think Zoom Video is here to stay, and the need for video communication is more than ever with that corona pandemic. And going forward, I think it will be there as well, especially because also there will be less business travel and more video communications. So definitely Zoom Video has an excellent position in the video communication space, and I think so it is here to stay. Okay, so that was it for the first best operating margin stocks for 2021. And now let's have a look at the next best operating margin stock. And it is NTDOY, Nintendo. Here you can see the longer term chart of Nintendo. And as you can see, we have been in a long-term volatile uptrend until, let's say, March 2018, and then we had a longer term base or consolidation phase, and we could break out of that consolidation phase 2020 in April and form a nice new uptrend, nice new and less volatile uptrend. In the short-term chart, you see that uptrend. Here you see a consolidation phase or a base. We could break out strongly to the upside of that base, which is quite nicely, and yeah, I think now we can trade higher and higher in Nintendo. Nintendo's growth characteristics are very good. The EPS growth is very strong with 335%. The sales growth is also very good with 78%. and the relative strength rating is very good as well with 77. And Nintendo is in a hot sector in the interactive media and communication services space, and Nintendo's operating margin is very good as well with 38%. So Nintendo is definitely a best operating margin stock. Okay, everybody, so that was it for Nintendo. Now let's have a look at the next best operating margin stock for 2021. And it is GMAB, Genmab. Here you can see the longer term chart of Genmab. And as you can see, Genmab was an IPO in June 2013. After its IPO, it formed a nice IPO base here, and it could break out of that IPO base and form a nice and very strong uptrend until, let's say, September 2017. Then it had a longer term consolidation or a short term downtrend, and we could break out of that downtrend around May 2019 and form a nice and very strong uptrend. The short term chart here, you see a nice uptrend. And you can see as well now we have been building a base, and recently we could break out a little bit of that base, and now it looks like soon we could trade higher and higher to new high ground for Genmab. Genmab's growth characteristics are excellent. The EPS growth is very strong with 1,801%. The sales growth is also very good with 332%. And the relative strength rating is good with 85. And Genmab is in a hot sector in the biotech space. And the operating margin is excellent with 66%. So Genmab is definitely a best operating margin stock. Okay, everybody. So that was it for Genmab. And now we come to the last best operating margin stock for today. And it is MKTX, market access. Here you can see the longer term chart of market access. As you can see, we have been in a long term uptrend in market access. And you can see as well, we had here consolidation phases or base building phases, many base building phases. A base is a consolidation phase, a period of pause in an uptrend, and once a stock breaks out of that pausing period and it continues its uptrend, this is the time when we want to buy and bet on the future price increases in the stock. And here you can see, here we had a base, 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 and so on. And recently you can see we had a nice up move here, consolidation phase, a base, and now we are building a high handle here. And sooner or later we could break out of that high handle and trade higher and higher in market access. Market access growth characteristics are good. The EPS growth is strong with 49%. The sales growth is strong as well with 36%. And the relative strength rating is okay with 79. And the operating margin is excellent with 55%. So I think market access is definitely a best operating margin stock. Okay, everybody, so these were the best operating margin stocks for 2021. I hope there are some nice stocks in this video for you, which you can use for your research. And if you like that video, please give it a thumbs up. This would help me very much. And also, please do not forget to subscribe now to my channel with the link below in the description, so that going forward you do not miss any market leading stocks of me. On my channel, I have many stock videos about the best momentum and tech growth stocks. So please subscribe now that you do not miss any of these market leading stocks going forward. And thank you for watching this video. And I wish you the best luck and the best gains in trading in 2021. And I think it will be an exciting year going forward, especially with that strong stimulus which is going around the world, and it will propel set prices higher and higher. So I think it's definitely an exciting time for stock traders. So I think you can have an excellent 2021. Okay, thank you for watching, and I hope I see you again soon in the future. Cheers.